Wait for y'all to show up. If you're watching this on rerun, I'm sorry if I'm just stuffing my face. Hey, Jay, what's up? Okay, we got 2 people. Middle way, what's going on? What's up, Roger? All right, let's get this started. Greetings. Real quick, let me, this weird guy is like, he's parked next to me. He's like, it's pretty much my future, to be honest with you. Am I from the Northeast? What gave that away? Could it be the wacky way I talk? I'm in Providence Forge, Virginia. Very wacky story behind that. I came down to hook at the Walmart DC down in Williamsburg. And, do I have the munchies? I always have the munchies. I'm a former fat guy. I was 250 pounds. It's hard out here. It's hard out here. You know what I mean? It's also Friday, so it's like my cheat day. I hooked over in Virginia at a Walmart distro. It's going up to Pittsburgh. But as y'all may know, we're getting some weather tonight up along the East Coast. So I always weigh my loads. I always go to the cat scale. I'm not getting a ticket. I'm not gonna get points, you know, on my DAC. Not for scale, you know what I mean? So I always weigh. I always come to the nearest cat scale, and this time the nearest cat scale is 34 miles down the road over here in Providence Forge. So the plan was scale here, take my 30-minute, and drive as far up 95 and probably stop in a rest area just before the snow. Well, I get here and I think I haven't had a shower in a few days. I want to take a shower, but, you know, I got this plan. So I'm like, maybe I should just stay here. Stay here, start my normal time at 03, because we're supposed to get rain down here in Virginia. The snow doesn't start till north of DC. So that's 2 hours away. You know, so that's what I was thinking of doing. And that, you know, I was like, I'll stop here. Maybe I'll stop here. Maybe I just wait here and take my 30-minute. I had some Burger King. I came back and trying Western Express. You're in Maryland. Okay. All right, before I tell my story, I'm going to address these questions. Do you have a criminal record? Are you a felon? I know that sounds like a wacky question, but that matters when it comes to Western Express. What? We have something common. My pit passed away from cancer. Are you seriously from Farmville? Because that's where I I got some family in Farmville. That's really wacky. I was there just before Christmas. Oh man, that's cool that you're in Farmville. You're clean as a whistle. You have nothing on you have no driving offenses, nothing. You're not a felon. Why would you come to Western Express, dude? I mean, no offense to Western Express, but like, why would you like go to Warner, dude? Go to Warner, get some good training, get some good miles, get new equipment, get treated. Well, you're still gonna get treated like garbage. So, just gonna say, don't come to Western Express unless you're like thuggish, you know. Uh, you know, I don't know if you think I make it look glamorous because I'm like, we're the Oakland Raiders of the trucking industry, but we're a bunch of misfit idiots. But there's a reason why people come to Western Express, and you don't seem to fit any of the criteria. So, if you can, go to a better company. Go to yeah, I understand, Sheldon, but you could go to another OTR company. Go to Warner, get some good training. Your training will be a lot longer than Western. Western gives you a 2-week training. It's basically like they don't train you at all. They throw you to the wolves, and if you fail, you fail. Warner will give you some training. I just don't want to see you. Yeah. If you can, call Warner. They'll take you. Seriously. But listen, if you want to come to Western Express, be glad to have you. And I'll welcome you with open arms. I'm just saying, if you have options, Sheldon, if you have options, yeah, Swift. Swift has TNT. No, Top Gun. Prime has TNT. TNT is like, you'll be 72 years old by the time you get off your trainer's truck. And you still won't be able to drive worth a nothing. Swift, regardless of the funny memes, isn't a bad company. And if you're experienced and you go to Swift, they offer you a lot of stuff. If you're an experienced driver, going to Swift is not a bad idea. I think about going to Swift. But, well, that's because, like, now Swift is part of Knight and a couple of other companies that they bought. I think that falls under US Express. Yo, what's up? JT Eclipse, my dude. Well, Swift and Knight are the same thing now. I mean, even Hirschbach will take you new. So if you want to do reefer. Okay, we got 11 people in here. I want people to start hitting the like button. Passed your PTI evaluation and offset parking evaluation. So that means you're getting your CDL? That's mad cool. All y'all getting your CDL licenses, that's cool, because know what you're getting into. That's all I say. That's what I say in all my videos. I'm not any better than any of y'all. I'm just like a wackadoo vet who has lived an interesting life. I've had a bunch of careers. I left construction because I was getting a little old, getting hurt too much after 20 years doing construction. Went into real estate thinking that was my big retirement plan. And then life threw me a curveball. It was my pleasure to serve, It's not a bowl of cherries at all, dude. OTR you know, I was just saying to a friend of mine today, I was doing laundry. Okay, I'm at this Pilot. There's no laundry here, but there's a Love's right across the street, like so many times there is. All in God's plan. Correct. You saw the light. Outstanding. So I was doing my laundry. I was talking to my friend on the phone, and I'm like, you know, when you'll kick my ass. I just feel like I'm gonna die out here, you know, and that's not a bad thing. I mean that in the best way possible. I don't mean that like in like a negative way. I mean that like in a OTR is not so bad for me. I mean, there's days I can't stand it. That's everything. And then I think about like other things that have happened in my life and other like instances, and you know, I'm out here, man, and whatever happens, happens. And I think about all the time keeping things up. I'd rather die on the road than in 95. Yeah, I get it. It's lonely, though. It sucks the life out of you for sure. But, you know, like Roger, I'm like in like a situation. I'm from New Jersey. And I got offered another job. Yeah, very lonely. Valentine's Day was rough on me. Excuse me while I stuff my face. Listen. You have to be built for this. Honestly. JB Hunt does regional. I do believe they do a lot of long haul as well. I don't know much about JB Hunt other than their regional stuff. One day I'm going to figure out how to keep the comments rolling without them disappearing off the screen. Yeah, JT, I know you think you're accustomed to loneliness, but it's a different animal out here. CR England. Let's talk about CR England. One of my instructors at my school was CR England for 8 years. He liked it. He was happy there. But I talked to drivers out here because I did consider going over to CR England, and they're not happy. So something happened since my instructor was there to now. But I think, honestly, if you're OTR, you're not going to be happy wherever you go. Because it's not the company. It's just the profession. They're all basically the same. They're going to treat you pretty badly, and you're not going to make a whole lot of money in the beginning. But JT, let me tell you something. You're making progress forward, and so are you, Sheldon. You guys are fresh. Come out here. Keep positive attitude. Don't listen to all the nonsense people are going to tell you. You got to try it out. But I'm not going to tell you that this is like all fun. Oh, okay. So, Roger, good point. So, I've been meaning to make a video about this. Everyone's goal always is to like come to the megas, get their training, and then go to, put my light on, and then go to some mom and pop local or some nonsense. So the mom and pops right now, with freight being down, and they're not looking at freight coming back up until the last half of this year. So the first quarter, we already know, those of us out here, hasn't been good. They're predicting the second quarter is not going to be very good. But they say the third quarter, freight's going to pick up. So don't be like me and jump from career to career because you have, like, you get bored real easy with stuff. I mean, I did construction for years, but even with that, like, I was like a mercenary. I was going where the money was. So I went from high rise, building high rise, to bridge work. And with my welding background, bridge work was great. I went to Votech to be a bridge. Yeah, it's an election year. You would think that freight would try to come up. But the mom and pops, they're suffering, dude. Real bad. Real bad. And I want you to look at these mom and pops like I'm looking at I'm at this truck stop right now. The small carriers, their trucks are old. 10 years old, 15 years old. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying if you keep your trucks maintained and they're clean, nothing wrong with that. But the megas all have trucks within the last 2-3 years. Just saying. The megas are dominating the freight. They're also causing a lot of the trucking problems. But what are you going to do? Guys, for the foreseeable future, you're never going to see $1 a mile again as a company driver. It'd be nice if people took home $1,700 clean. But now, guess what? I'm starting to see these megas, these companies paying kids 30 cents a mile now. What's that, Roger? 30 cents a mile. Yo, don't even come out here if they're going to pay you 30 cents a mile. I'm dead serious. Don't come here for 30 cents a mile. That's like $500 a week. Bro, it's not worth it. This is not worth it for that money. Yeah, they do. They lease most of the trucks. That is correct. Doesn't matter. As long as my equipment is newer, I don't care. Listen, I'm not an owner-op. I know your hazmat keeps you busy. Well, okay, JT, here's the deal. I've driven manual all my life. So I tested manual. I have no restrictions on my license. That being said, when you come out OTR, you're just going to drive automatics. They don't have manuals. Not a thing. That's one of the downfalls of this business, is when automatics came into the picture, any idiot is out here doing this now. There's no skill. There's not a whole lot of skill. But listen. So, another company that I have been talking to asked me what kind of truck I would be interested in driving. And manual or automatic. If you would have asked me last year, I would have said manual all day. But I'm spoiled by the automatic, dude. And I'll be honest with you, this job is back in Jersey and in North Jersey, where everything is, into the New York City, the metro New York area, bad traffic. Not interested in driving a manual transmission up there. Not, just give me an automatic. If I'm going to sit on the Cross Bronx or, the BQE all day long, or you're sending me out to Long Island and I'm on the LIE in that bumper to bumper traffic for hours, the last thing I want to do is be riding that clutch. Like, I'm not doing it. Give me an automatic. It's not rough. Here's why. Most of my cars in my life have been standard transmission, stick shift, however you want to put it. You know, my pickup trucks back when they still made a standard transmission pickup truck. My Lexus was I had a Lexus IS 300 that was a unicorn. It was a 5-speed. That car was beautiful. But when I started trucking, it's a different kind of manual. You got a double clutch. I mean, technically, with the new trucks, you don't have to double clutch because they all have synchros, but they will want you to double clutch. And it's no big deal. If you've never driven stick before and you just learn and do what your teachers tell you, and remember the Addams family, da-da-da-da, 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 double clutch, just like that. Not too fast, not too slow, and you'll be fine. Yeah. JT Eclipse, where are you from, if you don't mind me asking? Anyway, while we wait for a response. So, yeah, Arkansas. Going to Spring. That's weird. So, like, they know so the Addams family thing must be like a thing. You know, that's just what my instructors taught me. And you like, my wife was, her nickname is Morticia, and like the Addams family was like always a big thing in our house. So I thought that was interesting. Just whatever. So we're supposed to get some snow. I was going to lay low here, but I wasn't sure. So I did my 30-minute here. And when I got back to the truck, lo and behold, I'm out of hours on my 70. I would have only made it right up the road. I wouldn't. So I might as well have stayed here. So I'm staying here. I gain back 9 tomorrow. That's enough to get me to Pittsburgh. That's a 6-hour drive from here. So 6 hours in good. We'll see about the weather. So I'm driving into the unknown tomorrow. We'll see. But it's supposed to warm up again by Sunday. So really, I only have to worry about tomorrow because it's going to melt and it's going to be freezing tomorrow up there. So you have to worry about black ice at night. But with only 9 hours on my clock, I won't be driving at night. I'll be shut down by early afternoon if I run out of here at 3 a.m. What do you mean the reset limit? Drop in hook. I don't understand your cost. The company is signed with. Most OTR is no touch freight. You're not touching freight. You're just long hauling it. Like the 70-hour limit. No, drop and hook is the best thing for your clock. You're spending literally 20 minutes, 25 minutes at the DC. The longest thing is getting into security and getting out through security and getting your paperwork. That's the longest thing. To actually drop and hook, the minute you listen, if you can stay always stay the whole day. Stay the whole day at school. Don't go home at lunch like you'll see kids do. Stay all day. Practice backing as much as possible. Anyone can drive the truck straight forward. The highway, all that, if you've driven a car, it's just you'll pick that up no problem. Backing the trailer up is the hardest thing. You need to master that because that's what you're going to be doing constantly. So Roger, that's a good point. I was trying to go there, but I'm scatterbrained and I'm trying to answer all the questions at once. I'm talking to a lot of guys who got local jobs, truckers I know, and they say they had more time to themselves on OTR than they did working at home. Because now you add in a 45-minute commute. So you're working a 70-hour work week. You're only getting you're getting home and you have 5 hours to sleep, and then by 02:03 you're back in the truck and you're driving to 1700 at night. 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So whereas, you get a 10-hour break when you drive OTR. Plus you're paying rent and everything else. I don't know, man. It's like a catch-22. It really is. That's what I do. Dare. That's what I do. I don't go home because this is pretty much it for me. I'm in here. Welcome to my home. But that's a story for another time, my friends. Yes, does it get lonely? Every day. Hi, One-Eye Jax. Yeah, it gets lonely every day out here. I mean, unless you're like a sociopath and you don't care, Of course you get lonely. C4. There. C4 keeps you awake. Gives you the jitters. Then when you show up to pick up your load, you can't even sign the paperwork because your hands are shaking so freaking bad. So, yeah. I don't know. I think about it all the time. My original plan was, stay out a year, maybe 2 years. I might stay out 2 years. I don't know. We'll see what happens, dude. I'm not a young man anymore. So you got all those endorsements already? That's good. It's still not going to help you, though, in the beginning. You're going to still have to go OTR. I got buddies right now, man. Buddies I went to school with last year. Last year. Me and my homie, we came out and did OTR. And we've, racked up tens of thousands of miles so far. And I got homies who haven't been in the truck since we tested last year. And they think they're going to get a local job, and they're holding out. Roger, you're 49. I'm 48. I'll be 49 in a couple of months. Practice your backing, dude. I see dudes every day. They're in the DC longer than they have to be because they can't back their trailer up. I had a hell of a time. Listen, one thing at a time, dude. Just get your CDL. Worry about getting your license, then do your endorsements. Hazmat will jam you up. Do not get your hazmat before you get your, well, if you're from Jersey, I don't know how it works in other states. In Jersey, they'll hold back your CDL for 30 days while they do their investigation on you. You will not be able to get your license. New York might be the same, I don't know. $100% what Roger's saying. Pay attention. I don't know about Vermont. Edit and background. You have a TWIC card? That's good if you have the TWIC already. I had a TWIC years ago. So listen. It's all good, man. You guys are like all excited and new, and that's good. And I want you to try to hold on to that. And I hate to say this because I want you to research the life, but these forums on Facebook and Reddit and whatnot, they're all negative, man. Everybody's negative. And it's a good way to put yourself in a really terrible mindset. And don't get yourself in that mindset. Don't listen to everybody, because your experience is going to be different than everyone else. What are the negatives of OTR? There's lots of them. Okay. Miranda. Okay. The 14-hour day thing, that's just the federal law. That's 14 hours a day. You have an 11-hour clock to drive. I'm going to give you some sage advice. You can't do drugs and have a CDL. We've talked about that in the past, and we'll talk about that going forward. Okay, listen. Back to the clock issue. We'll talk about the clock. You run your clock how you run your clock. You want miles and you want your DM to give you miles and know that you could do it. Be smart. But know that you have 11 hours to drive. So if you want to sleep at the truck stop till 8 o'clock in the morning, you know, like a little princess, you're not getting in to, you know, you're not getting to the truck stop until 8 at night. You're going to be sleeping on a shoulder. So you better get used to getting up 0203. Start running. 03:30. Start running. And run out as much of your clock as you can during the smart hours. Always hold back an hour and 45 to 2 hours to find some place to sleep. Now, if you're running your clock like I said to run your clock and you're trip planning right, you can pretty much run out your 11. Almost down to your 11. If you're running late, or, you know, a shipper holds you too long, or a receiver live unloads you too long, you might not run out your 11. You're going to have to go find a place to sleep. You're not finding anything past 6. You'll be lucky. Sometimes you do. Like the other night I did, but that's because somebody left while I was there. But it was packed. Packed. That's when I ran those stupid vampire hours because I was trying to beat the snow. So I'm like, you know the scene where Lando is like blowing up the second Death Star and he's racing and the flames are coming behind the Millennium Falcon? That was me racing the Nor'easter the other day. So everything is ELD now. It's not handwritten logs. For instance, my ELD told me I had 5 hours drive time left. Okay, that's great. But then when I was done taking my 30 and I got in, it said I only had 3 hours left for my 70-hour DOT. So, you know, I trip plan. I'm looking at the map. Where am I going to stay? How far am I getting on 3 hours? And the route that I'm going, no bueno. I stayed here. Because you can't just think about how far you're going to get tonight. You have to think about tomorrow. Where do you want to start from? So, hear me out. I got 300 miles to go to Pittsburgh from where I am. If I would have drove out these last 3 hours, I would have had 100 miles less, 200 miles. But when I start running it's still going to be snowing. Where I am right now is I'm close to the North Carolina border. So, the first couple of hours I'll be driving through rain. I'm hoping by the time the sun peaks out, the roads will be in a little bit better shape. I'm hoping. But if I were to have driven out the remainder of my drive hours tonight, this afternoon, and stopped and started at 03, I would be driving through West Virginia through the mountains at 0405, and they're going to be icy and covered in snow. You understand what I'm saying? So I made a decision to, you have to trip plan, and that's how you judge your clock. And every day could be different. You might only drive 5 hours one day because of like your trip plan. You also have to realize, like, I don't know what company you're going to be with, but sometimes you're going to wind up, you're not going to be on the interstate. My company loves to take me on these cockamamie old school roads, and there's no place to bed down. There's not even a shoulder wide enough for a 18-wheeler to pull over. One-eyed Jack, no wife, no kids, huh? You're from West Virginia? No shit, Roger. Oh, I cursed. They're gonna gig me. I don't know how long some of y'all have been watching these videos, but the one where I was cursing the one night, they demonetized that video. You're 53 years old, One-Eyed Jacks? Roger, you're from West Virginia? That's awesome. I have a love-hate relationship with West Virginia. I would totally live there because it's absolutely beautiful. And I absolutely hate the weather and driving through the mountains. Although I think it is beautiful when I drive through. I think the other drivers stress me out, not the road itself. The other drivers. That's what it is. That's what it is. When you're coming down and you're getting your momentum and you're doing 70, 71, 73, and there's a Swift driver doing 51 in front of you and you almost die. So, Shafi, if you have no pants on, where do you think? You're probably going to get... On the new, are you friends with me that you know that I hate Nitro? You must watch my videos. I absolutely hate Nitro. Yeah, HR will visit you, Shafi. I thought your kid was doing finals for wrestling or whatnot. I was going to holler at you. Texas does have the best truck stops. You just have to be careful, just like everywhere else. But, like I said, trip plan. Look the route, the way that they're taking you. Your company's going to want to take you some cockamamie ways, and there might not be a place to bed down. Trip plan. Yeah, I'm coming through your way, bro. Shafi. It's taking me up through Maryland, up 95, and I think, back up through 70 or whatever. I don't even know yet. Because I'm down here. I'm over here now. But it'll be like super early in the morning, and I don't know how much snow y'all are getting up there. Man, that's something I hate about OTR. The snow. Snow is one thing, the ice is the worst. Know your pre-trip. Study that pre-trip and realize it's not just for school. I don't think Pittsburgh is going to get as much of the snow, but I have to drive through a lot of places that are going to get a lot of the snow, such as Maryland in the mountains. Listen, I don't have a choice, but my drop dead time is late. I have all day to drop once I get up there. You know? So I would like to drop early and pick up another load, but I also need to do a reset. So like whatever happens, happens. I'm not sweating it. I'm going to start driving, and if it gets bad, pulling over. Done it before. I'm not a hero. I'm not a long-nosed Pete. All right, just 21 of you in here. I want you to start hitting some like buttons here. Help a dude out, man. Hey, Robert, what's good? It's not snowing where I'm at because I'm close to the North Carolina border. The snow line is more up towards D.C. Looking for the like button? Definitely smash that like button for me. Thank you. So let me tell you. I've told this story before. I know a kid who left OTR to go work for mom and pop. And from Jersey, they made him go to Pittsburgh, like I'm going to. And then I wanted, you know, he was supposed to go out and come back. It's 6 hours from where he's at in Jersey. 6 hours out, 6 hours back. That doesn't work for the clock. The math is wrong. They wanted to give him someone else's ELD login. That's a mom and pop. Robert, where in Jersey are you from? Damn, these messages disappearing. I hate that. Why is this like this now? Barnegat. My dude. Yeah, I was living in Brick, man. Ocean County. You left Western for a local? Haven't started yet? What are you going to be doing? What kind of gig is it? By the grace of God. What kind of gig? Tanker? Nice. Good for you, man. You can make decent money doing tanker. If you hook up with the right company, too. Yep. I know, you know, a lot of it. Tanker's a dirty job, man. The hoses, you gotta fill the truck. I try not to keep Miranda. The writing is so little, dude, it's very hard for me to see. I keep meaning to have my iPad out so I could read the comments on the iPad. But, you know, I'm an idiot, and I'm uploading videos right now. "100%, Robert. That's what's up. If you're happy and you have a place to live and you want to be close to your family, that's cool. I don't have that luxury, so you could get me a spot doing that? I would appreciate that, bro. Yeah, no, I know. A lot of people are saying that about these locals. Listen, here's one of the things, too. I've got some skills other than this. You got some cheap rent? Man, I saw a place in Manalocan for $1,000 a month. I should have jumped on. I mean, it was like a shack, but it was in Manalocan. So, you know, I'd be surrounded by zillionaires. Robert, you're the dude. You're my dude, man. Thank you so much for supporting me. I appreciate you. No, I know, but roommates is hard when you're 50 years old. You know, all my friends have got their shit. Cursing again. They all got their stuff together. You know, it's not like when you're 25. It's kind of easy to find roommates. But I'll find them. I'll find some divorced dads. Man, I appreciate you. No, we can't help but curse. Yeah, the bro love. Well, that's it, man. That's what you gotta do. The world needs more love. The world needs more love. That's straight up the truth. We have, you know, the media, the politicians, everybody's trying to make us hate. And I'm not gonna preach, but things are sideways right now. And we gotta figure this out. Because we're the people who make a difference. We're out here working. Shafi, how do you like that picture I posted of me and you together? That Brokeback Mountain. That's not even a Brokeback Mountain photo either. I believe that was in Okinawa that picture was taken. I'm not sure. For those of you who don't know, the guy commenting down below, Shafi, he was my first team leader in the Marine Corps. He is the man. He has not ever not been there for me ever since we were in the service. And it's cool that I have that to fall back on. Yeah. So I guess some of the younger dudes left that are going OTR. I wish them the best of luck, man. You know, this life can chew you up, but it doesn't have to. You know, in the beginning, it's very hard. Then you get the swing of it, and it's not so bad. So yeah, no, Jesus is the man. I'm a very spiritual person. And I say spiritual because I don't believe in religion. Because the problem is religion is created by man. And if you start... I was stressing out all last year. Listen, I have a lot of stuff going on. A lot of stuff going on. It's terrible. But, you know, everything's going to be cool. But going back to what I was saying about spirituality, my relationship with God and Jesus is very much my own. And I was raised Catholic, and I very much pray like a Catholic. I say all those prayers. I know all those Catholic school prayers. So, like, I'm in debt. You know, I'm in line with it. A little thing that y'all don't know is I wanted to be a Catholic priest when I was younger, but I like the ladies a little bit too much. So, I had a theory that they might turn a blind eye to good guy Glenn liking the ladies as long as it wasn't the little boys. But lo and behold, the Marine Corps took me when I was 17, and that's it. So I believe, I have faith, but I won't go into everything because I know it'll upset some people. I don't mind if you're like born again or any of that stuff, but like that puts a real bad taste in my mouth because I was raised in a family with a lot of born again people, and like I'm not down with it. I'm not down with any kind of organized judgy religion. But if you read the Bible and you live those truths, you'll do okay. God is very good. God has been very good to me, and he shouldn't be because I've done bad things in my life and I haven't been a good person. Yes, Chaffee, I have the rubber priest outfit. However, I do have that nun fetish. Oh, do I ever have that nun fetish? Uh, God, I'm so. This is getting. This is not the direction I wanted this to go. You were in Okinawa, dude. God help you. Yeah, we were in Okinawa. We were grunts, so we had to do NTA and the whole entire thing. Chuffy, you can hijack my show anytime you want, bro. Love you, man. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do tomorrow, dude. I have a feeling this snowstorm is not ending till way later. Jesus is the truth, though. He is the truth. Believing in him is not man-made or religion. So, you're not telling me anything I don't know. But here's something else. In Matthew, Jesus says, pray in private. Go into your room, lock the door, and pray in private. Do not pray in public spaces or in the synagogue like the hypocrites do. Okay? And that's what people often do when they go out and they preach. And they say that they're proselytizing and like, they're spreading the gospel, and I understand that. But listen, you cannot bring people have to come to the Lord on their own. And I'm not going to steer this into this, like, I'm not going to have a religious, like, debate here because it turns a lot of people off. I'm sure if you watch my videos, you know that I have faith and I'm a man of God, and, but God is love, 100%, and God loves us. Know that. And know that if you believe, and you have faith and you ask for forgiveness, you will be forgiven. And that's it. And we can drop this for now because although we all probably agree and love the Lord, because I'm sure we all do, you won't agree with everything I have to say about the topic because I believe in things that I'm sure a lot of people won't. Steer like Swift. $100%. And, if someone comes up to me in person, in private, and wants to have a conversation with me, I will sit and we will talk about this, and we will talk about the Lord, and we will talk about Jesus and whatnot. But I don't like to try to force my beliefs on people because that doesn't turn them on to it. A lot of people have to, unfortunately, Unfortunately, a lot of people have to come to that decision, and they usually reach that decision in a very bad way. And we all know what I'm saying. Like, sometimes you have to go down the wrong road to realize where the right road is. But if you ask for forgiveness, you will be forgiven. But you have to do the right thing, because he knows. He knows if you're just like half stepping. And that's where we're at, man. But I'm telling you right now, I don't believe in coincidence, and too many things happen. Too many things happen for me. Bad things happen to me, but then good things happen to me. Everything happens for a reason. Orthodox what? Orthodox what? Like Coptic Christian? No, I was raised Catholic. We weren't like Opus Dei or anything wacky like that. We were just normal, go to church on Sunday Catholics. You're Eastern Catholic? That's cool, man. I like Coptic people, man. You got beautiful churches. Um, Before I came OTR, there was a beautiful Coptic church I wanted to do a video on, and I never managed to get it done. I was in a bad headspace, man, when I was in Ocean County, going to trucking school. So I got cousins who are Greek Orthodox. And I gotta tell you, I love doing Easter with them. I love when they slaughter the lamb and we cook it all day and then we eat. God, I miss that. I'm trying, bro, Rob. I'm trying my butt off. Listen, y'all want to keep steering this conversation back to this thing. I think that I spread the word, and I think it's no secret. In every single one of my videos, I end it with talking about having faith in the Lord and saying your prayers, because I believe in all of that, and I say my prayers constantly, and I have faith. What I'm saying is from how I was raised. Being around, I turn. Well, you didn't show up at the end now. I mean, it is kind of late, but listen, just have faith. That's all. We're going to talk about that. Have faith. Have faith, because things happen. And if bad things are happening, well, there's a reason for it. I don't blame any of the bad things that have happened to me in the last year on God. That's not on him. It's on me. Okay? God bless you too, man. What has happened to me is caused by me. And I needed to be woken up. And even though I've been pretty righteous a lot in my life, I haven't been perfect, and I'm not a perfect person. And I've been judgmental, and I've been short-tempered and not cool. You know what I mean? I'm not a pious person. I swear like a sailor. You know, I like the ladies, like, most dudes do, looking at the ladies or whatnot. I didn't cheat on my wife or anything like that. I don't believe in that. But what I'm saying is, you know, keeping faith. Semper Fi, brother. Keeping the faith is important with everything, man. Everything. Just know that you're going to be okay. I watch you all the time. I'm currently in trucking school in Maryland. That's what's up, Jason. That's what's up. I hope you're going to a good trucking school, because from what I've learned from these people out here, some of these trucking schools are terrible. Are there really trucking schools out there that are only 2 weeks long? I thought the federal mandate was 160 hours. My trucking school... How what? I'm getting confused. I think you guys are having conversations on your own. Yeah, Northern Virginia is supposed to get hit with some snow. I'm in Southern Virginia. I'm below the snow line. I'm in the rain line. I don't know what tomorrow's going to bring. Like I was saying earlier, I'll leave out of here, and if it's bad, I'm pulling over. 160 hours. But you go beyond 160 hours, right? Fatalistic attitudes never end well. No, and that's the problem with everyone at Western Express. Everyone's got a fatalistic attitude here. It's such nonsense. Everybody's in here because they want to make money. Dude, if you're here for money, you're an idiot. You're never going to make money at Western Express. You're here for, and you say, oh, I'm here for my experience. Yeah, that's great. Figure it out, man. Now, yeah, that's what we were talking about earlier, is that we got this winter storm blowing through, and that's why I'm down here. That's why I hold up down here. And when I leave out in the morning, you're interested in Western Express? Why in the world would you be interested in Western Express? I'm not being a jerk. I'm literally asking you why you would want to come here. Oh man, the room's gotten quiet. It's weird. I gotta grab a water. Talk amongst yourselves. All right. Western Express. Let's see. Jason, looking for experience, second career. Bro, if you're getting your CDL license right now and you want to go OTR to get your experience, try going to Warner, Swift, Prime, one of the other big megas. If you want to come to Western Express, come to Western Express, dude. But I'm just letting you know. You have other options. Western Express is a second chance company. You should look up what that means. I saw a bad tractor-trailer accident down here in, No, that was... Yeah, it was in Virginia. Trailer was laid open like a gutted fish on the side of the road, and they had a crane trying to lift it out of the ditch. And during that winter storm, during the polar vortex, I saw a lot of trucks go off 80. It was bad. Spooked me pretty good. Jason, look into other companies. If you want to come to Western Express, you could holler at me and I will help you through the motions of coming here. But I'm telling you that you have other options. This is a second chance company and you'll be treated as such here. Yeah. Me too, Shafi. Why am I? Listen, Western is not that bad. I've said it 100 times. West, the phones do listen to us. Listen, Western Express for me is fine. I get my hours. I get my miles. My equipment isn't that bad. They leave you alone. Unlike other companies, they just want you to deliver. And if you deliver and you do your job and you're moving, that's all they care about. So Western Express is great in that way. However, Western Express has a reputation, and there's an element here at this company. So I'm not going to scroll back to who asked me why I'm at Western Express. I'm at Western Express for a reason, and I've mentioned this. If you watch my videos, I've talked about this at length. I was with Warner. I went to a school that was affiliated with Warner, okay? And I was supposed to be with Warner. Then I had an incident happen. I panicked and I went to a second chance company thinking I had to do that. The problem is my incident was not reportable. It wasn't in a tractor trailer or related to commercial CDL at all. I had received no tickets. I basically had a private accident in my private vehicle. And Warner told me to go kick rocks. Okay? They told me to beat it. But I got great training out of it. Because I actually learned how to back a truck, and I learned how to do 90s and alley dock and all that stuff that apparently a lot of people do not. Do not go to Western or Prime or Warner. Go to a company where training is where the instructor and student both up in the seat at the same time. Training is not team driving. That is fact. Grim, a lot of those companies won't hire new drivers less than 2 years. It happened to me. Exactly. Western Express is awesome because they exist. And they take on people who otherwise couldn't get jobs to give them a second chance. So be grateful for Western Express. And those of you who hate on Western Express, I don't know if any of you are in here, but a lot of drivers for Western hate it here. And it is what it is, man. And I always say to y'all, is it OTR you don't like or Western Express? Because I have a feeling you don't like OTR. And that's why I did that video, why are you doing OTR? Because you're all complaining about the OTR and you're labeling it Western Express. You go to Warner, you go to Prime, you go to Schneider, they're all the same. You are a truck number. They don't care what your name is. What's your tractor number? That's what they're going to ask you. Okay? What's your ETA on dropping this load? That's what they're going to ask you. They have their camera watching you. You think Western Express gives a crap? They don't. That's what makes this company great. They don't care. Deliver the load. That's all they care about. Drop the load. That's all they care about. Go to one of these other companies. They're going to be riding your ass. And then you're going to wind up at Western Express anyway. I just say to people, like when I say, oh, I'm thinking about coming to Western Express, I just say, look into other options. That's all I'm saying. Look into other options. For me, I'm here at Western. If I take this local job at home, I take the local job at home. If I decide to stay OTR, I might go to Hirschbach. I might. I don't know. I might stay at Western Express. I don't know. I might be the next Dwayne Dornan. You know? Those of you who know. Dwayne's been driving for Western Express since 1979. You see the truck they gave him? It's like, it's nice. Yeah, man. All I'm saying is stop sleeping on Western Express. They're giving a lot of people good opportunity. And too many of these idiots are messing it up. And I'm out here every day watching it. And I tell y'all, I'm not going to put it in the videos. Sometimes it ends up in the videos. Sometimes, like a video I'm working on right now, I caught the dash video catches a Western driver doing something stupid. Because he's in front of me and I'm behind him on the off-ramp. But I'm not going to film a Western driver doing something stupid on purpose. And at all, if, the trailer number, I don't care. We switch trailers every day. You're not going to track down someone with the trailer number. But I would try never to show someone doing something wrong with their tractor number. I'm not out here trying to get anyone in trouble. Everyone makes mistakes. And I'm not out here trying to clown anybody because everyone is new. But sometimes, you dudes, you got to pay attention. You got to pay attention out there. Seriously. And there's a lot of y'all. I pass you. You're doing this thing in the right lane where you're going 51, speeding up to 70, down to 51. And then I go to pass you and you speed back up to 70. And we're like racing, matching speed, and I fall behind you. And then finally I pass you, and what are you doing? You're on your phone. Or you're watching a video. Drive the friggin' truck, dude. Do your job. Do your job. Pay attention. Watch videos later. Maron. But anyway, what time is it? Okay. We'll give this another couple minutes, and then I have to finish editing some video so y'all have something to watch. And I gotta decide how I'm gonna run my clock tomorrow. I gotta watch the weather, listen to the weather, and whatnot. All right, it's quiet in here again. So, listen, everyone, do your pre-trip. Important. Stay safe. Pull over if you're tired. If the weather is bad, don't be a hero. Your family needs you more than the load needs to get to where it's going. Right? That's facts. People love you out there, especially if you have kids. Come home to your kids. Don't mess around and try to be a hero or a long-nosed Pete. Have faith in God. Know that He's going to give you what you need. And it might not be what you want, but it'll be what you need. And love your family. These are all important things. You're gonna be okay. Stay positive. Okay? If you ever need anything, you could always holler at me. We go through this together, man. I've been there. I've been through the lows. I've been through the lowest of lows. I assure you, it will get better. Things are just tough sometimes, and you ride it out, and the next day is a better day. If you want, follow me on Instagram. Good Guy Glenn. I'm over there. I post a lot of truck stop photos. Try to inspire y'all with some beauty in this job that sometimes seems so ugly. There's some beauty in it if you just stop and look around. Like this video. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. I have a feeling if you're seeing this, you're probably subscribed. And Yeah, man, love God because he loves you bigly. All right? Everyone stay safe. God bless. Talk to you real soon.